Welcome
Welcome
to this game.
Yeah, to Pokemon.
To Space Funeral. No.
No.
We already did that.
You know what I noticed, by the way? And I made a comment about it, and knowing me, I probably put it everywhere. I made a huge mistake. I thought that the character in Space Funeral, 20th Century Boy, was a reference to 21st Century Schizoid Man. It is not. There is a song called 20th Century Man. I forgot about it entirely, and I felt really bad because that's by a band and a song. It's a song that I know.
Well, I don't know the song or the band, so it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is Pokemon, but it's the RPG Maker version of Pokemon. So
it's good though.
We had a bike wheel that we picked up on the beach, just sitting there in the sand.
So we decided it was probably a good idea to take it back to the bike shop.
Yep. So we bring it to the bike shop, which is just this guy's house, I guess. It doesn't look like a shop. There's no bikes.
Well, there's no bed here either, so I doubt it's his house.
Yeah, so he gave us a bicycle.
We should be able to register it as well.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, because well, select right now, I think, is what I set register to, but we do have a register. You just gotta find it in here. Yep, there it is. Yep. So click it, register.
So is it both?
Unregister old rod.
All right.
Just, I don't know how that would actually play out, so I don't want to run the risk.
Yeah. So select.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here's our bike. So this game kind of freaks out when we're walking. I'm curious to see if it freaks out when we ride a bike.
It's freaking out a little bit.
Yeah, it's not as much as I expected, actually. If we want to get back to where we should be, it's going to be to the south.
Yeah, there's something I did want to do first.
Okay.
And somehow I managed to go into the store on accident because I forgot our layout.
Okay.
But we've got some catch requests that we never fulfilled.
Yeah, do you remember what they were?
I know we're supposed to get a Barul and another Dunsparce in here.
Okay.
And,
oh, yeah. I don't think we ever had a chance to show that off. The overlay was what you were going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because of the way that I have the game set up, it's on our TV right now. Mm-hmm. And it is full screened. And
that didn't even do damage. Poison Sting? I thought it would, do a little damage.
No, it's a steel type.
Yeah, but I thought that just meant it wouldn't be poison.
No, poison type attacks are...
You know what? You're right.
They're completely immune to poison.
This'll work very poorly, which is exactly what I need, because it's a level 4.
I guess.
Alright, continue?
So because of the way that I have it set up, where it's full screen and everything, full screen normally kind of cuts the tile set around, and I don't like it because it leaves those big gaps between the tiles, and it just looks really messy and awful.
Yeah.
So what I wound up doing was changing the resolution of the PC because that fixes that issue specifically. And I think I've discussed this before. Like, I had to go through a bunch of garbage to try and get it to work properly. And I guess the downside is that if I can fix that thing with the tile set problems, it causes other problems. So the overlays are all over the fucking place instead. So in this case, like, you'll see it when we back out into the cave.
Lighting.
Yeah, and when we start the game, we haven't shown it yet, but every single time we start the game, you get that thing at the very beginning that's the copyright information.
All right.
And it's always all the way to the left.
Yeah, it's all weird. So what was the name we were supposed to give this?
Angry Eyebrows.
I don't think that'll fit. Try it, though.
I will try.
If it doesn't, try, like, Angbrows or Eyebrows or Anguro or something.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Angerbrow? I think you could fit, yeah.
Oh wait, no, there's the B in there.
Yeah, that works. Angry Brows. We're probably never going to use them. Or maybe they will. Maybe we'll make that one the one we evolve eventually.
Yeah, because I'm thinking we're probably going to need that particular Pokemon eventually.
Yeah.
So that might wind up being the one that we evolve.
So we know we need a Dunsparce. You are not a Dunsparce.
No, but
outta
if you
here.
use Ember, you'll probably do a pretty decent amount of
Yeah,
damage.
let's just Ember it.
Because it is steel and rock. Rock type, I think, is resistant to fire.
Either
obviously.
resistant or neutral. I know ground
Yeah.
is resistant.
Excuse me. Actually, ground is super effective against fire. I believe it is not resistant to fire, however. I think that is the mistake that a lot of people... Like, there's a
Look,
handful
there's a lot
of
of
typing
mistakes that are easy to make.
Yeah, when it comes to typings, there's a handful of mistakes that are easy to make because it is so easy to say if a Pokemon takes... Like, if a Pokemon does double damage against a certain typing...
Then it must be also resistant.
Yeah,
That's not true.
and that's not always true.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have a normal, like, neutral affinity to certain things, and it gets really confusing for some
And then
of them.
the anime doesn't always follow the rules that the games
yeah, the
do.
anime
So sometimes
totally
there's like
messes it up
memorable things
constantly.
that don't make sense, like the using Rhydon's horn as a lightning rod to do more damage when that actually just means you're doing no damage.
Yeah, Lightning Rod would reduce the damage 100%.
Yeah, like there's a lot of things that make this confusing. And that's okay.
Well, I mean, we could also talk about, like, Bulbasaur using Whirlwind if you want
Oh
to.
yeah, that shit happened. Also Thunder Armor.
That's almost, with the exception of Thunder Armor, most of that is first season Pokemon. That is forgivable, like, in all fairness. Thunder Armor, I think, though, is third generation.
Something like that.
'Cause
I've never actually seen that episode. I just know about it.
It was Ash's Tailo in a double battle with Pikachu against Lunatone and Solrock, I want to say.
Yeah, that would be third gen because that's one of the gyms.
Yeah, and I think it was one of the
Lunatone and
gyms.
Solrock. It's those twins.
It's, I can't remember their names.
Kate and Lisa.
Yeah, aren't there both of those girls, too?
I
and
don't
people
know.
consistently think that one of them is
I
a guy.
think either they're a boy and a girl and they dub them both as girls, or they're girls and they dub one as a boy. Something like that.
I think in
They're
actuality it was that
whatever.
they're two girls and the dub keeps making
Yeah.
one of them a boy for some weird reason.
Yeah, they're twins, so it could go either way for like, oh, well, they're the same thing because they're identical, or they're different because contrast, so that they're not identical twins. Like, really, like, there's cliches, and then the opposite thing is also a cliche. It's like, whatever.
Yeah, but
I'm just gonna not deal with that.
how did you run from something with Arena Trap?
Maybe it doesn't always have it. I forgot
Huh.
that was a thing.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that even worked, to be completely honest.
Come on, I
with
need
you.
some Dunsparce. Half the time we're in this cave, they're all up in our faces.
Yeah, well, it's not half the time we're in this cave.
Yeah, it's the other half of the time.
Yeah. You're gonna get so far away from the door if we find the Dunsparce, you're gonna have to fight your way back out.
That's fine.
This is a boy, though.
Oh yeah, we need a girl. We need a girl one.
Yeah,
You know
we
what?
do.
Just run.
But yeah, so, that's water.
Yeah.
You can't walk over there.
I bet we're supposed to return here once we have surf.
Oh, God. Yeah, maybe to get, like, a special item or something.
Yeah.
I doubt it's to get forward or...
Or there could be a legendary hidden in there.
That
happens sometimes.
I can only think of, like, one occasion in which that's really happened.
Musketeer goats.
That's what I'm thinking
Yeah.
of, is the Musketeer goats.
I'm sure there's others. Like, there's Victory Road when Moltres used to live there, which
Even
was
then,
in first gen.
not all... Well, you could get Moltres even, like, without
Oh, yeah,
going
yeah,
back.
the
You could
first
do it the
time
first
you
time
could do
through.
it. It was Victory Road. You've got everything at that
Yeah.
point.
But, yeah, and I think the only thing you need to get Moltres is strength, anyway. I don't think you even need Surf to get it. I mean, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's just moving rocks around. Okay, sorry. Pikachu on Tailo, though. That's what it was, and it's like Pikachu riding Tailo, and then Ash calls down like a thunderbolt and creates thunder armor on his Tailo.
Oh yeah, I could
And it's
kind
the
of see
only
in the edge
time-
there was an item.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the only time that it really happens, but it's remembered forever as being
Yeah.
that awful time when something crazy happened. The only other time that I can think of that anything like that has happened is I think in I think it was 4th gen or 5th gen. I don't remember. Which was the generation? Do you remember where Ash had a Weasel?
Girl one. That would have to be 4th gen.
Was it 4th gen?
Well, it couldn't be anything before, and I'm pretty sure it's because like Dawn caught the Weasel and then they traded
Yeah, you're right. Dawn's there.
for the
yeah.
Baniri. I want to say.
Yeah, I think you're correct.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Weasel, Ash during that entire generation had a thing going on where I think he called it like, oh God, what was it? It was like elemental defense dancing or something. He literally taught his Pokemon to break dance.
Yeah.
He taught them to break dance, and then they'd toss out like attacks while break dancing.
Did we? I don't remember because we've seen some of 4th gen anime.
I think we saw far enough in to see him doing it.
Yeah, like was Ash breakdancing? I don't remember.
Ash was not breakdancing. The Pokemon were the only ones breakdancing.
Bullshit.
But it's like you'd have Weasel all of a sudden just start doing breakdancing on the floor, and then he'd start spitting water out, and it would just create like a huge improbable shield that no one could bust through. And it's like, why? Why would you do that? Why would you teach your Pokemon to do this? This isn't even an attack, Ash. And he's like, no, it's great. It's fine.
All right. So what's this one supposed to be named? Stepharoni. Yeah. Okay.
2 R's or 1? How do you spell pepperoni?
I would have gone with 2 F's, but like, what was the request?
Well, yeah, but...
Okay.
How do you spell pepperoni?
There's only 1 R.
Okay, 2
It's
R's?
like macaroni. No, yeah, like that.
Okay. We got a Stepharoni.
Yeah. Maximum fun and yum. And a bagel.
We got those requests forever ago.
Yeah, there was a
there
item
was an
here
item
we
there.
never got.
Yep.
Probably because the darkness was misaligned.
Maybe?
So we could see that it was there.
Maybe, yeah. We got those requests kind of a bit ago, but to be completely honest, like, I wasn't sure how often we were going to come back to this place.
Yeah, I'm going to just leave it. I'm just going to go out.
Yeah, it might be quicker to go up the north end.
You know what? Yeah, by this point, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, we do have an escape rope if you really want to.
Yeah. But then we can just come out and then go down the path, so it's like whatever.
Yeah, fair enough. And we got the bike now, so.
Oh yeah, does it work in here? No.
You should be able to.
Yeah,
I'm
like
confused
it's a
as to why we aren't. Go left up here, by the way, instead of right. So, like, we got the requests for those names a while ago.
Yeah, and then we just never came back to this area.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, we never had a reason to come back here. And I feel like the current system we have for people suggesting names for things, which is suggest names for things before we get them, might not be the best idea.
Well, they also don't have to request names for specifics. You know, they could just, if someone like comes into our YouTube comments and is like, hey, name something Naruto, I would have just named something Naruto.
Yeah. Like, that's fine too. I think that's probably preferable. Like, I think that's probably the best system. Also, maybe we should start catching things and not naming them and not using them until the next session so that people can suggest names
like
for
that
those.
Mankey. Has anyone suggested a name for that?
Somebody suggested Goku for that Mankey.
Oh, that's a reasonable name. I have Mankey in Fire Red that's named Pan. Because for some reason my entire Fire Red
I was going to say, you can use your bike now.
Is like anime names.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know if I named anything Goku, though.
In 4th generation, I want to say in Diamond, specifically, I should still have an Infernape named Sun Wukong.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that guy. Yeah, I went through a point where I was giving everything anime names, but we're talking like Fire Red, so this was like when I was in high school.
Yeah. Sorry if my voice is a little meh, by the way.
He's been
I keep
on and
coughing,
off sick for the last 8 years.
I don't even know if it's that, because it's like, yeah, my allergies kind of like make me look sick all the time. But I think we've been doing a lot of recording lately, and I think that I might be the one who talks the most during some of these.
You definitely do. Except during Space Funeral.
Yeah. Space Funeral
That's because I
was
love that.
But we did like Space Funeral, and we did a couple of other projects, and basically on at least one of the projects, I was talking for like a straight hour. Like just very little in the way of any breaks whatsoever.
Yeah, so you should drink like tea sometimes.
I probably should.
It would probably help if that was just habitual. If you drank tea with a little honey. I know you don't like honey. Josh doesn't like honey. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's not like saying like, oh, everyone. I mean, like, it's kind of like not liking sugar. It just kind of doesn't really have that much flavor on its own.
I realized that we talked about that Mankey, and we completely cycled out of the city where the name Raider is.
Oh. You never told me. Okay, so Josh told me the name raider's somewhere around here, but he never told me where.
I told you the name raider is in a town we've already been to when we first reached this path of garage.
Yeah, well, now I'm doing this.
All right, fine. The name raider is in the city on the other side of the cave. So the cave that we were just
when we were up there. We were trying to go out of
I did. I started talking about the man key.
Yeah, but you didn't say where the name raider was.
That's fine.
We could just catch this one and name it Goku. No, I'm not doing that. Nah.
I don't want to keep wasting Pokeballs on things.
Yeah, well, it's not like they're expensive.
I know they're not. They're $2 a piece.
Yeah. And we're close to leveling up with Nestle.
Oh yeah, Nestle. I think because I checked a little bit here and there.
Though.
Switch to Panther.
Okay. Oh yeah, 19.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
And Panther's pretty close to a level up.
Yeah. Cool.
And I think when you get out of this battle, like, no, you know what? When you get out of this battle, maybe switch Panther into the starting slot too, because when Panther hits 20, that's going to be a good level for Panther.
So I noticed, is that Rain Dance in there? That's cool.
It learned Rain Dance at some point. Yep. I don't know. I forget when it picked that up, and I forget what I got rid of. I think it may have been
like String Shot.
Yeah.
I
think it was
like
String
that.
Shot.
Something simple.
Yeah, like normally I don't teach things Rain Dance unless I've got a whole team idea going on.
Yeah,
anyway.
That's something you generally don't need just on its own.
Yeah, because on its own, Rain Dance is kind of like a meh sort of thing. Unless you have a team dedicated to Rain Dance, it's really only useful once in a great while. And even then, Rain Dance on its own is kind of crap when you could have Pokemon that just know Drizzle.
Yeah, how many of those are there, though?
There's a handful.
Isn't there like a hold item that causes it, though? So then that makes it...
I don't think so.
No? I might be thinking of something else.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like
not.
I know...
also, wasting a hold item slot would just be like a terrible
I don't know.
Anyway.
It's fine if you've got like a good ability that does some other thing that an item could have done.
Okay, there's Kyogre, definitely.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact that Politoed learns it also.
Okay.
Or
I like
has
Politoed.
it also.
In general, like, it's got a good design.
Politoed's hidden ability is
okay.
Drizzle. I know there's more, and I can't think of what they are off the top of my head right now. I wish I could remember. I don't know. I know that they gave Groudon's ability, which is Drought, to Ninetales as its hidden ability.
Okay. Yeah, that's the opposite of what we're wondering.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah, but yeah, they've given the legendaries fancy, like, world-ending abilities to just random things.
Yeah, well, it's because, like, not everybody wants to use specifically those Pokemon if they want a Drought team or a Drizzle team.
Yeah. And you can't really use legendaries for everything.
By the way,
really cheap.
The path that we were just on had a bunch of berries on it, and I picked them before I ran us over to get the bike area.
Okay, so you've been growing berries?
No. Those were berries that you skipped.
Oh, okay.
The last time we went through, you passed by them, and then somebody pointed out to me that in a lot of the older games, if you see berries and you don't pick them, they die.
Oh, you know what? That's true. So is it this way we're going?
Yeah.
All right.
And I think it is still technically that way in this game, but I do not have confirmation on that.
Yeah.
I didn't want to risk it. I decided that if I see berries, I'm going to pick berries.
Okay, fair enough.
It's straight up from here, by the way.
Okay.
Don't take the left. The left branch just ends because you need strength to get through it.
Oh, I kind of remember that.
Yeah. I don't think we really brought attention to it when it happened, but that's what it is. Struggle Bug would have done more damage.
Would it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know it sounds weird because they're both bug types, so you'd think that bug would be resistant to bug. I don't even think bug is resistant to bug, and also you're not a water type, you're a bug type.
Yeah.
That's the only attack you have
I figured that was a stronger attack, which I think
nope.
It is. No?
Same amount of damage, same amount of accuracy.
Okay.
This one drops special attack too, so it's extra useful. Ugh, jeez. you might want to use, I think we've got a few potions.
Probably.
Just in case.
This particular game makes them rather useful.
Yeah, this game I've noticed has a difficulty curve on it that's a little better than normal Pokemon.
Yeah, I think we may have discussed this before. It's very unlikely that actual little kids would be playing this game.
No,
So,
it's
it makes
pretty
sense for it
much
to be a little more
completely
challenging.
unlikely.